Hello and welcome back. We're getting ready to start turn 2 of Blitz, a World in Conflict. And so before I begin, a couple of corrections and things that were noted in the comments section. Firstly, Germany actually took Poland. And when I was going through the collecting the resources, I forgot to include that in Germany's resource. So Germany actually would have had this, and I'm adding these cards to kind of help me remember to do this because it is kind of confusing sometimes. These resources are going to change hands as the countries and the areas change hands. So I just put this little note card to say that, hey, Germany now has Poland, and that's an additional resource. So really, and I added over here for the Anglo-French alliance, I also added a card to show that they lost the resource in Poland, even though for some reason that's not listed in the at start on the card here, which is kind of strange. I think that's probably just an error. So I'll start moving some more cards around as things change hands, just so I don't forget to do that. And so what I'm going to do, Germany actually had one extra resource to spend, and they certainly would have spent that. And I'm just going to spend it right now on this armored unit, I believe. So what this will do is take this from a size 2 to a size 3. So we would go up here, and what group is that? AG Center. So we go up here and find that marker, and I think that's going to be the larger one now. If they're able to upgrade that is. They have to be eligible. It has to be available. And it is not in the force pool, I don't think. I don't see it. No, it's down here in group 1. So no, they can't do that. So that being said, there's another armor unit in here. This AG North. I think we're in this. No, we can actually upgrade this. Well, we can't either. I don't think we can upgrade either one of those. So I think I saw North sitting right next to it. And all right, so I'm not going to upgrade an armor unit. What else could we upgrade? Well, this is interesting. What can they upgrade then? So it'd have to be something in this force pool already. And so Army Group B is out there somewhere, I guess. Army Group B, that's over here. So we could upgrade that. So maybe that's what we'll do instead. So we'll grab this Army Group B is now size 3. We'll move this to, and where did I say I was going to keep these overflow units? I can't remember. So let's stick it here for now. And set aside. That's what we're looking for, is the set aside units. And no, it's not set aside. That's that's something different. All right. So for now, let's just put this off to the side. That's their smaller unit marker. So that was Army Group B. And so Army Group B, which is in the force pool, will come out as a size 3 because we just upgraded that. So now that's size 3. So that takes care of the extra resource that we did in fact forget on at the end of the turn there. The other thing I wanted to point out is the neutrals, the USA and USSR, anything not spent while they're neutral is lost. So these will actually go back to 0 for the USA and 0 for USSR. They're just kind of considered to be consumed by the civilian economy because they are not at war. So keep that in mind as you're spending those. You definitely want to spend what you can, even while neutral. One other thing that was pointed out, rule that I got wrong, and this is why I like you guys leaving comments, because it's helping me learn and it's helping other people learn. When the Germans took the Low Countries here, there was I had the British had an air unit join that attack, and the air units cannot be destroyed in a ground attack. So I moved him up here as destroyed. He really wasn't. So this unit is actually still in London here. He retreated. He was not destroyed. So that unit should still be out there. I should not have removed it. And then the only other thing that was pointed out, I asked about this red dot on this Belgian Netherlands unit. why it was red. And the comment that was left stated that that's simply just to make it easier to see on these darker colored units. So instead of putting a black dot there, they put a red dot. I probably would have put a black dot there because I don't, I don't think it's that difficult to see. It's kind of strange to see the red dot, but that's apparently all that means. So nothing, no significant meaning behind the red dot. So with that said, we are now going to enter turn 2. So we'll advance the turn marker to turn 2. We go to, it's June 1940 through February 1941. It looks like this is a blue shaded turn, so I'm thinking that means it's a winter turn. So we'll have to keep that in mind. And so that's going to bring us back up to the top of the sequence of play. So we're going to start with the Axis and the return to base phase. And I don't think there's a whole lot we're going to return to base here. Pretty much we are at base here in at least Germany. We still have these units at sea here. I just think I'm just going to leave them there. I don't believe I want to. Now, one thing I could do here is bring, well, I don't think I could either because I was going to say I could probably bring this fleet out into the western approaches to kind of help with taking out this Mediterranean Sea fleet up here. But so the question, I guess, yeah. No, so here's, yeah, western approaches connects to Mediterranean Sea if Gibraltar is friendly or unit is sub. So only subs can move out here. So that BB fleet can't get out there. The sub could though. So I could well, let's see. I could consider moving the sub out there from the Mediterranean. At the same time, we are pinning up this battle fleet, which is kind of nice. I'm going to leave them there for now. I really need to start advancing down into Africa as quickly as possible as the Germans. And then the Japanese, don't think there's anything here I want to return to base for the Japanese either, so that's going to take care of that. And now move to sea area, starting up here. So again, we got this North Sea fleet. I still want to get out here and take a shot at this fleet over here in the western approaches. Let's try it again. So I'm going to try to move the high seas fleet out to western approaches. So that's one movement to here, and now we have to check for this whether or not they are blocked. So that's going to bring us down to the blockade table, and this is still a, well, this is a big unit with air, so what that tells us is the blockade value is a 3, and we want to roll higher than a 3 in order for the high seas fleet to keep moving. So let's see if they keep moving. And they don't. They do not keep moving, so they are stopped in the North Sea instead. So with that in mind, I'm going to bring out this U-boat into the North Sea. That didn't work out so good. And then I don't think we have any more. I don't think there's any more sea units. Yeah, no sea units there. The Japanese, we have this mobile fleet that we could bring out, but I don't think there's any point in that quite yet for the Japanese. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the move to sea area. Make sure that seemed awfully quick, but I don't think. Yeah, that's going to be it. So that'll take us to sea area combat, which is the only area we're going to have that in is in the North Sea. So Here we do not have an air round because the Germans have no air units, so we go straight into surface combat, and the Germans are attacking, so we add up all the factors, so we have 6. There's no modifications here, so that is 6, and then this there's a triangle here, so you add 1, so it's going to be 7. So that's going to put the Germans on the 7 column. If I go to the right one, so okay, they're going to be on 7. And then the high seas fleet is at 5. And they will, there's 2 red triangles, so that's going to take them down to 3. Wow, all right, so they are going to be at 3. And attackers and defenders roll. Ooh, 6 and 6. So the attackers inflict 2 step points worth of damage, and it's a large blitz, so 2/3 must retreat. So let's go first do the damage. There's 2 hits on the North Sea Fleet, which is going to take it down to size 1. So let's do that. That's going to come back up here. And like I said, I got to figure out where I decided to put all these units that I'm not using. So they go back down to, actually, I probably, is it in the reserve pool? Yeah, it's up here. So let's just swap that out. So they're down to a size 1 on that North Sea Fleet. And I believe they must also, we rolled an L with that. So it's 2/3 must retreat to a base. So that's going to force the High Seas Fleet back into port. So for now, we will just put them into port. And then the, what did the defenders roll? A 1 and an S. So it's going to be 1 unit, 1 damage point to one of these units. And take that on the U-boats, I believe. So we're going to flip that, and then so one of these units must also go back to port. So let's see. Because the U-boat will come back into port. And that is it for the naval combat round, which will take us to rebase air and naval units. And this is where we can relocate units 3 times their movement factors to friendly ports. If they're able to move, that is, they're not trapped. Like things like moving through Gibraltar. So, I am not sure I want to do that either. Don't think I want to really want to move anything around right now. The combined fleet over here. Yeah, so I'm going to just leave everything where it's at again. And go right into move land units. So, move land units. Let's see. Move land units. Well, we need to continue our march on towards France, I think, as the Germans here. So, let's see what we have over here. We are definitely going to move this armor unit into Belgium, Netherlands. Yeah, so let's see. I think that's good for now. This army group. Could bring it back over here too. Movement factor of 3, so it'd be 1, 2, 3. They could certainly make it into Belgium. I don't know if there's stacking applies here. I can't remember the stacking rules. Let's see if those are noted anywhere on the map. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything to stop them stacking in there. I don't see anything on the map board. I have to go back and look at the rules, but I also have this air unit. Moving down, I still have this pair unit I wanted to move to. We are in the move land units phase, though. And actually, if I wanted to move, see, I forgot about him again. If I want to move this air unit, that should have happened back in the when I was moving in the earlier activities here. That's associated with those the moving your air units in the return to base and move to sea area. So. And I think what I should have done probably is, so this is adjacent to this air symbol. It means that air units are considered adjacent to this French North Africa if they're moving in from this Rome area, this Rome land area. So I think I probably could have moved him into French North Africa during that turn. I don't know if I'll have to check that rule too, because if I had during that early movement I just went through, if I'd moved this unit to here, I don't think there would have been a combat during the combat phase for the naval unit. I don't know. I'm not sure if he could even have done that. It's something else I'm gonna have to check. I don't exactly know. But I didn't move him, so I'm just going to leave him there. And I'll have to get back and check those rules on what this pair unit can do. Can he drop into an enemy occupied area in A and B? And would the combat occur here? I don't think so. Or would it just wait until we get to the land area combat? Something to look up. If someone wants to leave me a note, that would be helpful too. So that's gonna. And then that's going to do it for over there. Something else I could consider is attacking this unit from Libya. And I don't want to do that for two reasons. One, we do have the AFA sitting over here in Egypt, and attacking into mountainous areas is bad for the attacker because it will cut your attack factor in half. And I think you also get an additional white triangle for that. So I am not going to do that. And so back over here in the Pacific, I don't think there's any land units. I want to move here. So these units are also in a position to attack Chungking here. But again, that's going to be a difficult prospect because it is also mountainous. So again, their attack values will be cut in half, and they would get additional white triangles because of the mountains. And we still have this Flying Tigers unit here, which is not good. And I have this garrison here still. I think he was stopped last turn because there was I think there's a Blitz result that kept him from advancing, is why he's still sitting on this transport. So I could move this unit now into Canton. So yeah, I think I do want to do that. Let's move this unit into Canton. With the thoughts of maybe attacking it. And I don't think I want to move anything else in the Pacific. Looking up here again, I am, what do we have here? We have 5, 6, 11. I'm still thinking about moving Army Group B over. Of course, like I said, we also have, well, see, I should have probably, they can only move one. Yeah, I probably should have moved this unit too. I've got to remember my air units. Remember that when you are rebasing, it's not just return to base and move to sea area. You also have to look at your consider your air units. Don't forget about them. So I probably should have moved this Luftwaffe unit back over into Western Germany here. So, I could just do it and say that I did it, but I'm gonna play fair against myself here. So I didn't. I'm gonna leave it sitting there for now. But the Army group could move. Like I said, it can go 1, 2, 3. And I don't think we need anybody in Poland right now. Can certainly reshuffle our troops again later. And I don't know, let's see. I don't know if there is a size limit as to how many attack factors we can attack from an area into an area too. So like I said, we have, looks like 10 here, and this will bring it up to 15. So I don't know if that would exceed the limit. I'm gonna have to look at the rules. So I don't think there is. Should I think we're going to bring over Army Group B. And I think that is going to be it as far as moved land units goes. And that will take us to land area combat. And so we are going to attack France, but we're not attacking from West Germany. So this Maginot Line will not provide all these red triangles to our attacking force, which is good. All right. Oh, and we also have this expeditionary force I almost forgot about. So that's also part of this. So these units are attacking France. And so, like I said, these, because we're coming in from Belgium, Netherlands, these red triangles will not matter. But however, that too still counts towards the defense. So we have 5, 10, 15 points worth of 15 minus 1 for that red triangle. So that's 14 for the Germans. 14 for the Germans. And for the AFA, the Anglo-French Alliance, it's 5, 7. Minus 1 there is 6. Minus another one is 5. So 5 for the AFA. Look at this again real quick. I believe that's correct. So we will roll attackers and defenders again. attacker, defender. A 2 and a 3. So that's a 2 for the attackers and a 3 for the defenders. So the attackers, it's a 1S. So it's going to be a small blitz. So it's going to be 1 off of the for one of these defending units. So yeah, and of course the player taking that first damage point gets to decide where that first point goes. So I think here the probably would be best to take it off this expeditionary force. And I said there was a letter involved, an S. 1/3 of the enemy's units must return to base or retreat, not advance. So I think that means someone's going to have to retreat here. And again, the person receiving that letter gets to choose the first unit. In this case, there's only one that's going to retreat. So, well, there's really only one place to retreat to, and it looks like it's down here to Vichy, France. So I think we're just going to retreat this unit for now. And so that's the attackers. The defenders inflicted 1 point of damage on one of these units. So we are going to take that off of... Let's take it off of this Army Group North. So that'll flip them to their 1 size mark. So that'll take them down by 1. And I think that is it for that battle. And I believe... And see, I should have also, because I intended to do that attack, and I did, but also was going to do an attack down here, I think. So I need to start doing a better job of marking where I'm attacking before I actually do the attacks. So here, I believe I was going to attack Chungking. Very risky, because like I said, we're attacking into a mountainous area, so that's going to give us, well, I think it even says down here, yeah, see, all attacking land factors are halved for mountains, and then each attacking land unit gets an extra white triangle. So attacking into here with these units, well, let's just see what happens. So here we are going to have actually an air round first, because they have the Flying Tigers. We have this Imperial Naval unit. So there will be an air round here. So let's see. Let's get that out of the way first, and we will do that first. So okay, it's going to be Japanese are attacking, so we do the air round first. This is going to be this this naval bomber with this air factor of 4 is attacking this Flying Tigers air unit. So it's 4. There is no modification to that. It's going to be 4. So the attackers, for the air attack is at 4. The Flying Tigers are at 2. -1, because there's a red triangle on this Japanese unit, so they're only at 1. And we will roll. Oops, we clear this first. So it's attackers, defenders. Attackers get a 5, and the defenders get a 3, which is nothing. So it's a 1 step loss to this to the Flying Tigers. So we flip that, and we conduct a land battle now. So again, the Japanese are attacking, so they have 2, 3, 7 plus half of this is 7.5. Well, no, wait a minute. I'm forgetting. It's in a mountainous region, so it's only half of that. So it's 1, 1.5, and I'm not even sure that I can count this because of because it's with the mountains and it being a naval bomber. I'm not sure I can even include that. So again, it's 1 plus 2 is 3.5. So they're going to be attacking at 3.5. Be 4.5, 6.5 with the triangles. So that rounds up to 7. So let's look at it again. I'll make sure I'm doing this right. So it's 2, 3.5, 3.5, 4.5, 6.5, which rounds up to 7. So yeah, that's going to go to 7, which all things considered isn't horrible, but the so now we are attacking with 1, 2 for the Flying Tiger, so that's 2. Nothing for the Warlords, 2. And remember, though, that these units now have a white triangle because of the mountains, so it is 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're at 5. Take another quick look. They are at 5. I think that's right. We add up all the factors, so we said it was 1, 2, plus 0 is 2. No terrain modifications. That would be the second thing to look at. So they're still at 2. And then, yeah, you add the white triangle. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see what we get. Clear that. Attackers, defenders. And we roll a 4 for the attackers and a 1 for the defenders. So let's look at the attackers. That's 1 point of loss for the defenders to deal with. So I think they're going to take that from this Warlords. I think they're just going to... The Warlord unit will go back into the force pool because they know that that's going to come right back out because it's a free build when we get to that stage. So that's the 1 point loss for that unit. And then, of course, the defenders, it's an S, but that's not going to matter here because no one's advancing because this unit is still there. So that is it for land combat. So not good for the Japanese because they really wanted to push into Chongqing here. That would have been good. They have a limited amount of time and they really want to get China before the US actually gets involved. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And I don't know how long we can spend trying to take China with all these other things going on. So I think that's going to take us through a full Axis activity sequence of play. And I'm going to stop it here because there's a couple of rules I need to look up. Like I said, this pair drop thing, I'm kind of wondering about that. So I'm going to stop it here. It'll give me time to pause and think about strategy again and go back and watch this and see what I missed. So if you guys can please leave comments about rules I got wrong, things I did wrong, please leave those comments below. I can't stress enough that this is a learning game for me and hopefully other new players as well. So I'd like to see that. So we are going to stop it here. When we come back, we are going to go into the Allied activities sequence of play and see what the Allies are going to do and see how they're going to react to the Germans trying to get into France here. So that will do it for now. I'm not sure when I'm going to get this next update out. Hopefully soon. It's kind of a long time ago between that last one and this one. So we will try to see what we can do about that. And another thing to note is it looks like Armchair Dragoons is going to do another online convention mid-January, start of the year. So look for that. Go to Armchair Dragoons. They will be posting a schedule of events of what's going to happen that during that time period of this online convention. Maybe even yours truly will be involved in that. I may have a slot on the schedule for something or other. I don't know. You'll have to go there and take a look. Honestly, I don't know yet what I may or may not be doing, or if I'm even doing anything. So there is a possibility, though, that I'll be running something in that online convention. So do check that out. All right, that's going to do it for now. Please come back and look for the Allied sequence of play coming up, hopefully soon. So again, thanks for watching.